Hey everybody, it's Brian with MovingforwardBrian. I want to put out another video or two this week. And this one's going to be about the diet that I've been questioned about, or what I did. And as you can see, I'm back in my old office. I like it much better. Got notes down here, so hopefully I won't be too distracted. Hopefully I'll be able to talk to the camera. If you haven't noticed, I look away a lot, just to try and get my thoughts. Okay. So anyways, on the diet. So back in July of 2023, I had some type of intestinal issues. Something was causing me pain, discomfort. I don't think it was cancer related, but the way my wife likes to look at it is, it's what got me to the doctor to find out eventually that I had cancer. So anyways, in July, when I was having those issues, I started back, because I'd done it before and lost weight. I started back on a keto diet, real food, no processed food. Tried to keep my carb intake to 20 to 30 grams per day. Some on keto will allow themselves to go up to 50 grams a day if their body can handle it, if it's working for them, I guess. Then from mid-July, heading into September, I'd lost like 20 pounds. And we had planned a vacation anyways. So went on vacation, ate like crap. Had a couple episodes while on vacation. Times I wasn't feeling good, and or similar type pain would come back for a day. But leading up to my colonoscopy, the weight stayed off. I would be going back and forth on how well I ate, but the weight stayed off leading up to my colonoscopy, which was on November 12th. And if you've had a colonoscopy, you know that they make you clear yourself out. And so in doing that, because what they saw on the scan before the colonoscopy made them rush the colonoscopy. So, you kind of have a feeling in your head, and you start looking into stuff. But anyway, so I saw the clean out pre-colonoscopy as like a point of restart. I mean, I'm going to totally clean out my insides for the most part, so it's a good place to start over. And I was planning on just doing keto, but in my research, I had discovered Carnivore. And Carnivore is basically just eating meat, fat and meat, I didn't do strict Carnivore. I see it more as an elimination diet. One thing in the carnivore community, they'll say B&E, beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. And I ate a lot of beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. But I'd also, and that was for the high healthy fats and the protein. But I would also allow myself some cream cheese and sour cream, real butter, extra virgin olive oil, and herbs, which you could see in my coffee video that I did. But I had no veggies. I cut carbs as low as possible and eliminated sugar, which is very hard to do. because almost all processed foods have sugar in them. You'd be surprised, and it goes by a lot of different names, a lot of type of, corn syrup, maltodextrin, dextrose, dextrin, all kinds of crap that is not good for your blood sugars. But I did discover the sweetener allulose, which is actually potentially supposed to help with your blood glucose. So through December, with the research I was doing into diet and cancer and how it can affect chemo, how it can affect your side effects. So through December, I was conditioning myself by doing different lengths of fasts. Every day I still do for the most part, do a 16 to 18 hour fast and eat twice a day within the remaining 6 to 8 hours. But then I'd do can I do a 24-hour fast? And I found I could do those, and so then the next time maybe can I do a 36-hour fast, and I'd do those 48. And then even up to 3 days, 72 hours. I was also, which you've seen before in earlier videos, I've got my food journal, which I started on December 3rd, 23. I'm up to this page, but I would keep track of what I ate, keep track of my weight, and of course, like you've seen before in another video, I would do my blood glucose and ketones to see how deep of a state of ketosis I was into. So I conditioned myself through December, then January. The beginning of January, the first fell on a Monday. So that was perfect time to try and kick off a big fast. So I did my first 5-day fast, Monday through Friday. And I got into a deep state of ketosis, which you can imagine. And even though I started back gradually eating on Saturday and Sunday, the effects of those 5 days of fasting carried into Sunday, even though I was eating again. And then the end of the next week, I did a 3-day fast. And I would still play around with different lengths of fasting too. Then the first week of February, I did the same thing, 5-day fast, then come out of that and eat and fast for different lengths through the month of February. Whether or not I can figure this out with my technical or lack of technical skills, I want to put up a before and after picture of July, my heaviest weight, to March. The March picture shows me down from July, down 60 pounds. And since then, I've basically dropped another 10 pounds. And it will fluctuate. It'll jump up and down a few pounds depending on my fasting. Now I'm actually, so I've got my metabolism healthy. So now what I'm actually doing is I continue to fast, but I'm introducing other foods back in, basically vegetables. A limited number of certain vegetables. And I'll have a quote-unquote cheat meal every now and then, although I don't always go totally off the rails. I'll try and sometimes keep it healthy. So anyways, if I can't get that before and after spliced in here, I'll just throw pictures on the end. And when I do have a meal off that may be a little bit off the healthy meter, my metabolism is such that I can recover quickly. I could just throw in a day of fasting and my metabolism is right back to running off ketones instead of, glucose. Now, during my chemo treatments, some research I've discovered is that when you fast, you reduce your glucose. Cancers thrive off glucose and glutamine. Glutamine is very hard without drug intervention to target. Now, fasting, if you condition your body, you can get yourself to where your glucose comes down. So anyways, if you put a strain by fasting, you put a strain on the food source of the cancer because they can't work off ketones. Okay? So you're putting it under stress. The theory being that potentially then even lower amounts of chemo can work better because the tumor, the cancer is going to be weak and under stress. No, this is not through my oncologist. I don't want to say he doesn't care, but he's 71. He's a good guy, but he's just the dogma. All he does is follow what he was taught freaking 50 years ago. And I just won't go too deep into all that crap. So anyways, I would put this out to you also if you do some research on the benefits of different lengths of fasting, you might want to give it a try. But first, you should try and clean up your diet like I did. Reduce your carbs, try and get rid of sugars, introduce healthy fats, okay? Moderate protein, healthy fats. Because if you try and jump straight in from the standard American diet, which spells sad, and it is sad, you're probably going to have a difficult time. And even if you don't, it's a mindset thing too. And my mindset, anybody in my position, not anybody, but somebody in my position has a different mindset than the general public. Although you know it's healthy for you, you know it's good for you, you might start on it and be like, I'm not sick, I don't have to do this. Well, you could help keep yourself from getting sick. But anyways, to each their own. My mindset is that I want to live. It's that simple for me. So going back to the SAD diet or the standard American diet, I believe that all the ways of eating brought to you by the government and or its agencies are bullshit. Okay? The food pyramid is stupid crap, which was just pushed on us, however many decades ago, 40 years ago, by now anyways. And although you will find people they almost tell you need to, there are different ways to use carbs for people who work out and maybe even trying to be healthy. But there are people who tell you, oh, you need carbs, you need carbs. No, you don't. I'm introducing carbs back in, but healthy, regular carbs, not the processed crap that goes straight to blood glucose, blood sugars. But there's no such thing as an essential carbohydrate, okay? There's no such thing. So you do not need carbs. You don't need sugar, especially sugar. But that'll end that rant, okay? There's so many rabbit holes you can go down. But thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I try to reply to all the comments. I don't get a lot, obviously. If there's something about my situation that you would like me to discuss in another video, go ahead and ask in the comments. I appreciate everybody that watches, everybody who has subscribed. And obviously also feel free to share. That's what I'm here for. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye. Hey, had to jump back real quick. Because not just like eating the herbs and stuff like that. I just wanted to throw this in the video too, because I almost forgot, because I wanted to tell you I was also taking supplements. What do you call it? A green tea extract, EGCG, a greens, you know, like a vegetable type supplement, in pill form. You know, I was taking high dose vitamin C. I was also taking high dose vitamin D, which I've stopped taking because the doctor, the oncologist, a month ago or whatever, checked my vitamin D level, and I was taking it for the immune system, you know, antioxidant immune system, and that's why I take the vitamin C. The upper end of the scale they like to see, because they either go from 30 or 40 to 100. My vitamin D level was 192. So I'm stopping that for a little while to see how it comes down. What other supplement? I don't know if I've mentioned it. Jump down the rabbit hole of melatonin. You think it's just for sleep, but it is a powerhouse antioxidant in your body that nobody's ever told you about. So I'm doing that also. And I'll update you on some supplements and stuff. Okay. Just want to be able to throw this in there. Thanks. Bye.